Welcome to Today I Choose. Today's question is depersonalizing, does that mean that I'm not feeling anything? And the answer to that is absolutely not. What that is meaning is that you're feeling what's actually yours and you're not living there, right? You're not taking everything in your environment that shows up in your environment personally. You're not taking every remark that someone says, or you're not you're not living in the Truman Show. I don't know if any of you are young enough to remember that movie, but in the Truman Show, he was living as if the world were orchestrated for him, right? Now, on one hand it is because you're building it. But on the other hand, right, we cannot predict other people's choices and responses to us. We can't. And we can't take them personally. They're on a journey too, right? So I like to think about like the Hunger Games, right? That was a kind, compassionate young woman. But the point of the game was to get from the beginning to the end, cross that finish line, to be complete, right? So if we're taking the environment personally, right, and we're wallowing around in the emotion, right, we are not going to be making rational choices. We are not going to be making choices that are going to be serving you in the long run, right? Most often, emotion is connected to something in our past, unless you're very clean and you're very present and you're very conscious, right? So when we can start thinking, okay, let me step back. Now, I truly think that it's important to create action to counteract action, right? So, in my reality, I may literally take 3 steps back, right? And go, okay, what's real and true right now? Does what I'm feeling, right, match my circumstance? What sort of words do I want to use? Is always in the mix, right? Because if it always isn't in the mix, walk away. It's you're living in past, right? And you're living in emotion around past, right? Because if an always present, you have responsibility on the other side of that as well, on how you react to it, right? So depersonalizing doesn't mean that we're not feeling anything. It means that we're very conscious of what we're feeling. We're very conscious of its origin. We're very conscious of whether it's even ours or not, right? Because if you're an empath and there's a conflict, you're going to be picking up from that whole space, right? So we have to start creating discernment around the information that we're taking personally, right? And that's not a taking away, that's a gain. That's a gain. It's a gain into clarity, right? Because until you have clarity, the universe can't have clarity about you, right? So, have a great weekend. Have a great week. And I'll see you back here for Today I Choose.